So what's up guys, it's been some time since I produced my last video, so click here to make sure that you watch that video. And this video is going to be about the Aircraft APU. The Aircraft APU, the auxiliary power unit, is an extra engine sort of thing which is at the very back of a commercial aircraft, or else it is somewhere in the middle point of some other aircraft. Questions I get through Instagram and Twitter. I got this question: what is an APU? Well, the auxiliary power unit of an aircraft is a really vital system where you use it in emergency situations or else powering up the aircraft before the main engines are started up. The huge problem is that the APU is mistaken for the aircraft engine. The reason is that they both sound similar when they are at idle. For example, if you are boarding your aircraft, and commercial aircraft, when you are boarding it, you hear this rattling sound and you guess that the engines are on. But when you are boarding, the engines are never on. The misconception of the APU and the aircraft engine has been remaining for a really long time because people have jumbled these up. Well, the APU is at the very back, whereas the engines are somewhere in the middle. But the problem is that APU does something really different, whereas the aircraft engine does something really different. When you board an aircraft, you may hear this rattling sound, and this sound is due to the APU which is switched on, and the pilots never ever switch on the aircraft engine when the passengers are boarding. The APU does three functions. What it does is it provides bleed air for the air conditioning unit, gives ground source of power, and the third, which is firing up the engines. In case of an engine failure, the pilots or the first officers' direct thing should be to switch on the APU. In the film featuring Captain Sully Sullenberg named Sully, they switch on the APU, which is the 15th rule of an emergency situation in an Airbus A320. But this thing is really primal because people have understood the use of APU.
Birds. Oh yeah. We got one rolling back. We got both of them rolling back. Ignition start. I'm starting the APU.
Well, many people might ask, how is the APU fired up? Well, the APU is fired up usually from the power of the left engine. The gas in the fuselage of the left wing provides the power or the fuel for the APU because there is no such need of carrying some separate oil or the same oil of the separate tank or fuselage to carry for the APU. Hope you guys enjoyed the video very much and hoping to educate more next time. See you next time. Ta-da!